Okay, so we are off and running. The Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Dodgers trying to salvage the last game of this homestand before the All-Star break, losing the first two handily to the Diamondbacks. And this count is 2-2 to Marte, the opening hitter for the Diamondbacks, coming up right now. So Sheehan has already thrown 9 pitches, and all 9 have been to Marte. He's either fouled them off or let him, 2 of them go by for balls. Sheehan now waiting in, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and whacked foul again. So Sheehan has already thrown 10 pitches to one hitter, the opening hitter, and he hasn't even gotten an out yet. So remember this when you talk about going longer into this game and see that, and remember back to how many pitches he pitched to his opening hitter, Marte. So the 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled away. And he's now pitched 11 pitches to Marte. On deck waiting is Perdomo, and also Carroll will then hit after him. If anybody gets on, it'll be Moreno, the catcher. Give you the lineup incomplete after this hitter Marte. Let's see what he's going to do. The 12th, now Alfonso pitching today behind the plate. He's going to go out and have a couple of words with Emmett Sheehan on the mound before he delivers the 12th pitch of the game. Dodgers lost 9-3 on Friday, 9-2 last night, trying to avoid losing 9-1 today. Well, it's just the start of things here. Only the first hitter, Marte, up. 18 runs the Dodgers given up to the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks were swept by the Dodgers to start the season in Arizona, so the Diamondbacks just trying to return the favor to the Dodgers and sweep them in Los Angeles just before the All-Star break. So Sheehan's now up back on the mound and ready to go, and the 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled back again. So Marte is wearing out Sheehan, pitch after pitch after pitch, fouling him off. So when you start the game, you're ready to go, you're all fired up and warmed up, and then you have a hitter up there fouling pitch after pitch off. It's got to be a little frustrating as Emmett Sheehan looks in again to Alfonso to get the sign. The wind up and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back again, the 13th pitch. Winds up behind the backstop. So to give you the lineup quickly for the Diamondbacks after Marte, it'll be Perdomo, Carroll, Moreno, Gorel Jr., Vargas, Arenado, Tawa, and Waldschmidt. So once again, the 14th pitch on the way, and the count it remains 2-2. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. Can you believe that? He slams the bat in disgust, does Marte, as he walks away, and he's Sheehan's first strikeout victim, and it only took him 14 pitches to do it. So with one out, up comes Perdomo. Nicely done by Sheehan, not giving up, keeping his composure, and getting the out. The pitch on the way to Perdomo is taken for called strike one. So there's one strike out, 6 more to go if you're interested in getting that free Jumbo Jack at Jack in the Box tomorrow with the purchase of a large drink. 6 more to go. Meanwhile, Perdomo waits in the 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled into the bullpen, a dugout, and comes back out. So the count is now 0-2. Let's see if Sheehan can make quick work of Perdomo and get out of here with only giving up few pitches. He's given up 16 pitches already, and he barely has one out. The pitch on the way. So they're going to check over to third, half swing, and down he goes. So look at that. So it only took him 3 pitches to give a strikeout to Perdomo. It took him 14 pitches to strike out Marte. So is baseball. Oh, and now with 2 outs comes up Carroll, the right fielder. 1 out, just the start of things here in Los Angeles. Dodgers trying not to be swept. They're the only team in baseball that hasn't been swept yet in a series, and they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen before the All-Star break. Here's a pitch high, fastball for ball 1 to Carroll. Corbin Carroll comes in hitting .255 in 92 games, 13 home runs, 45 ribbies, waiting in. Sheehan. Pitch is taken for called strike 2. Strike 1, check that. So 1-1 the count. So a slider. Just the start of things here in Los Angeles. Dodgers trying to win this game desperately, trying not to be swept. The only team in baseball not to be swept. Here's a pitch high fastball for ball 2. Count is 2-1 now to Carroll. 2 outs, first inning. Marte made Sheehan throw 14 pitches to him before he got struck out. The pitch is swung on and fouled back, a curveball. Sheehan has now thrown 21 pitches. He's got 2 outs in the first inning. So if you're into foul balls, this has been the half an inning for you so far, as Marte swung off 11 of them. There's another foul ball by Carroll. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. So, well done by Sheehan. He strikes out the side, but in an awkward way to do it, giving up 22 pitches to do it. So hopefully he can come back and keep that pitch count down for the remainder of the game. So, for the Dodgers, leading off will be Ohtani, followed by Pages, Freeman, Betts, Edman, who's playing second base today, Tucker, Hernandez, Muncy dropped in the order, hit down the 8th slot, and then Alfonso, the catcher, hitting in the 9th slot today. Take a look at the D-backs defensively. There'll be Grinnell Jr. in left field, Waldschmidt in center, Carroll in right. Going from third on over, third base Arenado, shortstop Perdomo, second baseman Vargas, first baseman Tawa, who is totally frustrated and worn out the Dodgers in the previous 2 games, behind the plate Moreno, and on the mound for the Diamondbacks will be Brett. So Dodger lineup is set, we're ready to go, as the Dodgers, once again, the only team in baseball not to be swept in a series, and trying desperately to not let that happen before they go into the All-Star break. So this will be the last game of the until the All-Star break. Dodgers will then have 4 games off. We'll reconvene on Friday night in Yankee Stadium against the Yankees for a 3-game series, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's what the Dodgers got to look at in the future. Right now in the present, it's Shohei Ohtani ready to climb into the batter's box and take his whacks at the plate. So Mitch Bratt, lefty up there, 13 starts, ERA of 2.41 in 52 innings, 51 strikeouts, 14 walks. He's allowed 4 home runs. So Ohtani, speaking of leadoff home runs, hit his 26 on Friday. There's a high fly ball hit out to deep center. Back goes Waldschmidt. It's gone. Can you believe that? Home run number 27 leading off, and he's just a few short from Mookie Betts' record of 32. Went 437 feet to dead center field, and Shohei did it on Friday night, number 26. He does it on Sunday afternoon, leadoff home run number 27 on the year. It's his, 22nd home run? Check that, see how many he has on the year. But Shohei, the record, the leadoff home run record is Mookie Betts with 32. And Shohei's creeping up on him. There's a high fly ball hit by Pages. Waiting there is Waldschmidt in center. He makes the catch for out number 1. So Shohei wasting no time, as he did on Friday night, going deep And that one went deeper than Friday night shot, almost hit a ball-headed LAPD out there in the stands. So that ball came in at 89 and took off. That's his 22nd home run, as I stated earlier, this season. His 33rd career leadoff home run, 27 of them with the Dodgers. So he's chasing Mookie Betts' record of 32 with the Dodgers. So Freddie Freeman in there now takes a sinker for ball one. Dodgers 1. Hey, welcome in, D-Rock. Good to see you back in the house. Dodgers leading 1-0, finally getting a lead on the Diamondbacks for the first time this series. Getting rocked on Friday 9-3, last night 9-2, and right now Dodgers currently lead in the first 1-0. The 2-0 pitch is fastball taken for ball 3. So 1 out in the first inning. Freddie Freeman up there hitting .293 in 93 games, 15 home runs and 49 ribbies. He had a tough game on Friday. Did not do anything to help the cause. Of course, that was a lost game from the start anyways. Even if he would have got his normal 2 or 3 hits. Here's a shot, foul ball. So 3 balls and 1 strike now to Freeman. Waiting in, Freddie Freeman for the pitcher to come up. 3-1 pitch. On the way, swung on and fouled back and out of play. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Ohtani opening up the game with a home run to deep, dead center field, 420 feet away. 3-2 the count to Freeman. 1 out, pitch on the way, swung on, and a high fly ball out there in left field coming quickly to make the catch is Grinnell Jr. As Arenado was going out, Grinnell Jr. was coming in very quickly. So 2 outs now for the Dodgers. Dodgers lead 1-0 on a leadoff opening home run by Shohei Ohtani. Mookie Betts now coming up. Mookie waded in from the right-hand side. Lefty Brett on the mound. Pitch way inside, a sinker missing for ball 1. Pitch is just a little outside a curveball for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Betts. Just the start of things here in Los Angeles. Dodgers trying to redeem themselves after losing last night 9-2. And in combined games 18-4. There's a swing and a foul ball line down the left field past third base. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, first inning. Betts waiting in. The 2-1 pitch, taken for called strike 2 and a curveball. And the 2-2 pitch, there's a ground chopper ball hit down to shortstop Perdomo. He fields it cleanly, throws on the run over to Tawa at first for the out, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the first inning. But the Dodgers get a home run on 1 hit by Shohei Ohtani. The score after 1 complete inning, Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0. So coming up now, it'll be Moreno, Grinnell Jr. and Vargas, the second baseman. If anybody gets on, Nolan Arenado will be hitting in the 4th spot in this inning. So Emmett Sheehan had to throw 22 pitches to finally strike out the side. If you're keeping up with that promotion, Dodgers need 4 more strikeouts to get you that free Jumbo Jack tomorrow at Jack in the Box with the purchase of a large drink. So 4 shy of that already with Emmett Sheehan striking out the side in the first inning. Looking at scores around the league, the Padres in the second inning trailing Toronto 1-0. The Giants trailing in the second inning Colorado 1-0. In the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th, Texas 4, Houston 1 in an interleague game. Atlanta tied up 3-3 in the 7th. The Royals trailing the Orioles 8-2 at the bottom of the 8th. And the Chicago White Sox in the 9th inning leading Athletics 9-1. So that's a look at a few scores around the league. Like I said, this is the last game before the All-Star break, so find yourself something to do in the next 4 days. There will be no Dodger baseball, of course. There will be the All-Star game on Tuesday, 5 o'clock in the west, 8 o'clock in the east, Eastern time zone. So the Dodgers, like I said, after this game, will reconvene in New York, in the Bronx, taking on the Yankees. Meanwhile, Emmett Sheehan to the mound, the pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. Slips and falls to his knee as Moreno. So 0-1 the count. In 68 games, Moreno's .300 hitting average, 6 home runs, 32 ribbies. 6-game hitting streak he's on. Sheehan working quickly, the pitch. Swung on, line shot past Muncy at third and into left field, picked up by Hernandez. So he keeps that streak alive. His hit streak at 7 games now as Moreno's aboard safely at first base. And up comes Grunald Jr. Muncy, 99 times out of 100 will snag that. It just went over his glove. So close. They talk about baseball being a game of inches. There's an example of it right there. Meanwhile, with 1 on, no outs, and here's Grunald Jr. He takes outside and low for ball 1. This season, in 45 games, Grunald Jr. is hitting .216, 2 home runs, and 20 ribbies. With a man aboard first base, Sheehan checks him over there, looks, concentrates down to Alfonso, the catcher behind the plate. There's a shot hit foul down the third base line. So the count is now 1-1. Sheehan's thrown 26 pitches so far in this game. Pitch is just a little outside, fastball for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's see if Muncy can redeem himself here coming up after letting that ball go just over his glove. Not an error, just something he would handle most of the time. 2 balls, 1 strike to Grunald Jr. The pitch, swung on and missed. Change up. 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Grunald Jr. No outs. Dodgers lead 1-0. We're in the second inning on the leadoff home run by Shohei Ohtani, heading it to deep, dead center field. Sheehan's now thrown 28 pitches, and he's going to step off the mound and look over at first base. Something caught his distracting eye there as he... And oh, they're going to call him with a balk. Check that. So that's what it was. So now Moreno moves over to second base, and they've got a man in scoring position. So he kind of moved toward home and then decided not. He was still on the rubber, and there you go. There's a swung on and missed. So there's 1 out. It'll be the 4th strikeout for Sheehan this afternoon. So all 4 of his outs he manufactured himself by striking out the hitters. So now he's got a man at second, still in scoring position. Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0, but they got Moreno at second. 1 out. And up comes Vargas to the plate. Sheehan's 30th pitch on the way. Taken low and inside for curveball for ball 1. We're in the second inning. Vargas in 82 games this year, hitting .255, 7 home runs, 46 ribbies. And the pitch on the way. Taken outside the changeup for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Vargas. Pitch. Shot hit down to second base, but nicely played by Edman. Throws over to Freeman to first to get the out. Meanwhile, Moreno advances to third base on that fielder's choice. And there's now 2 outs. So a 4-3 put out, nice play, turning 360 degrees around did Edman, and then threw on over to Freeman. He was going to his right, going to his left actually, making that catch. So now, here's the man, Nolan Arenado, that has been wearing out the Dodgers. The Dodger killer to the plate. The pitch is taken high for ball 1. The count to Arenado. Pitch is taken curveball for ball 2. We're in the second inning. Moreno at third, 2 outs. Dodgers lead 1-0 on a leadoff home run by Shohei Ohtani in the first. Sheehan's thrown 34 pitches. We're still in the second inning. There's a foul ball back and out of play. Good job, D-Rock. Thanks for reminding me. Good job, D-Rock. Hang a stone on that one. We'll get that poll started. Pitch on the way is taken for foul ball. So it'll be a strike. So it's now 2-2. Appreciate the help out there, D-Rock. All right. Good job. Let's get poll here started for all the weighing on. And we're up and going. Here's the 2-2 pitch is taken outside. They're going to check over to first. As that half swing, they're going to say no on the changeup. It's now 3-2 the count. So 3-2 count. Nolan Arenado, 6-time Platinum Glove winner, 10-time National League Gold Glove winner. So a man coming in with all kinds of awards on his shelf, decorative, hanging up there at the plate with a 3-2 count, right now facing Sheehan. The 3-2 pitch. There's a shot hit down to Muncy. Now he gloves it cleanly, throws over to Freeman like he woulda, coulda, shoulda done on Moreno's ball. Meanwhile, he gets out the Dodgers out of the inning. From Muncy to Freeman, the Dodgers are out of the second inning, top of the second. So the score after an inning and a half in Los Angeles, Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0. For the Dodgers, they're going to have Edman coming up with Tucker and Teoscar Hernandez. If anybody gets on, Max Muncy. Seems like every Sunday, if you go back a few weeks, Emmett Sheehan has been the pitcher, pitching on Sunday afternoons. So if you only tune in sporadically on games that you can and catch a Sunday game, it seems like you'll catch an Emmett Sheehan game. Dodgers with 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Edman coming up with Tucker, Hernandez, and if anyone gets on, Muncy. So this is the conclusion of this homestand. Dodgers lost Friday night 9-3, lost last night 9-2, 18-3, 18-4 combined runs the last 2 days. So the Dodgers have done well in the first 2 innings, keeping the Diamondbacks scoreless so far. After the All-Star break, they'll reconvene in Yankee Stadium to take on the Yankees for 3 games, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then the Dodgers will move on over for a 3-game trip to Philadelphia, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take Thursday off, and then be back in New York to take on the Mets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the Dodgers will be busy going from New York to Philadelphia and back to New York again in the upcoming couple of weeks. And up comes Tommy Edman to the plate. Tommy Edman waiting in, hitting foul, hitting a first pitch, a slider, foul ball. Edman last 4 games, 5 for 14, a double, 5 runs, a walk, and a stolen base. He has been a welcome addition to the team after coming back from a long injury that prolonged him out the whole season up until the point he came back a couple of weeks ago. There's a pitch on the way, taken outside and high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the fastball. Dodgers 1, Diamondback 0 on the leadoff home run by Shohei Ohtani, his 27th as a Dodger. Pitch is swung on and shot foul down third base line. 1-2's now the count. Brad has pitched well. He's only pitched 16 pitches. We're in the 2nd inning. Sheehan, on the other hand, is up past 30. Of course, he gave 14 of those pitches to Marte to start the game. He kept fouling it off, so that kind of screwed up things a little bit as far as his pitch count goes. So the 1-2, the count to Edman. The pitch swung on. There's a little ground ball hit sharply down to third baseman Arenado. Throws on the run over to Tawa for the out, and there's 1 out in the 2nd inning. And up comes Kyle Tucker to the plate, right-hander. He's kind of turned things around in his favor a little bit. Had a really bad start, then he took off about a week, got a little back injury, kind of rehabilitated himself, and he's been hitting well after that. Hitting .247, 7 home runs, 47 ribbies. A slurve taken for ball 1 to Tucker. 1 out, 2nd inning, Dodgers 1, Diamondback 0. Pitch is taken for called strike 1 and slurve. So the count is now 1-1 to Tucker. Waiting on deck is Hernandez. The 1-1 pitch swung on. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to second baseman Vargas. Throws on over to Tawa for the 4-3 putout. And there's now 2 outs for the Dodgers in the 2nd. And with 2 outs, up comes Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez comes in hitting .247, 8 home runs and 36 ribbies on the year. Brad's only thrown 20 pitches up to this point. The pitch is taken low on a fastball for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Teoscar having a little tough go at it this series, 0 for 7 so far against the D-backs. The pitch is taken way inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. We're in the 2nd inning. Dodgers lead 1-0 on the leadoff home run by Shohei. Pitch is fouled away. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is high and away for ball 2. Ball 3, check that. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the second. That was Ann that gave me the idea for the poll question. Thank you so much, Ann. Apologize. Gave credit, no credit to the wrong guy. Meanwhile, curveball is taken for ball 4. So now we have the Dodgers with a runner on first, and up comes Max Muncy. So I've gotten to the point I'm banging the drum for walks. And Max Muncy coming up, trying to redeem himself for letting that ball go over his glove in the last inning and made Sheehan throw a few more pitches than he no doubt should have. Pitch is taken inside, a sinker for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0. We're in the second inning. Pitch taken outside. They're going to look over at third. He'll say no swing on the slurve. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch on the way is taken for strike 1 in the fastball. Hernandez away from first base. Muncy to the plate. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Taken high, sinker for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 the count to Muncy. Hernandez away from first. The pitch is taken inside for ball 4 on the fastball. So suddenly, Brad is being his own worst enemy, walking the last 2 guys on when he already had 2 outs. So he was 2/3 on his way to the dugout and getting out of this inning. And now he's creating a little bit of a problem here, putting a man in scoring position. And the pitching coach will come out and have a chat with him about it. So, well, they chatted up on the mound. Do you want to see? 2 on, 2 outs. We're in the second inning. Dodgers lead 1-0 on an opening home run by Shohei, his 27th leadoff home run as a Dodger to start the game. Leading on that category is Mookie Betts with 32. Next up, Davey Lopes at 28. So Shohei currently in 3rd place with 27 home runs, at leadoff home runs. Davey Lopes at 28, and Mookie Betts leading the all-time record for the Dodgers at 32. So now Alfonso comes to the plate. There's 2 outs, 2 on. We're in the second inning, and the catcher Alfonso stepping up. The pitch is taken inside for ball 1. So Alfonso out of Venezuela, 5'9", 195-pounder, swinging in for the right-hand side of the plate. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Check that, Alfonso's 5'10", 155. Venezuela. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back, and now the count's 1-2 on a fastball. Dodgers have 3 Venezuelans on the team. Alfonso, the pitcher Enriquez, and Miguel Rojas. All of them giving each other support, trying to get through that terrible earthquake that rocked Caracas. The pitch on the way is a foul away. Pitch is fouled away, so the count is 1-2, 2 outs in the second inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out in the second, 2 on. Dodgers lead 1-0. Bratt looks over to second, pitch, fouled away again. So now Bratt's pitch count is suddenly starting to go up. He's now thrown 35 pitches. That's about where Emmett Sheehan is right now. And the 1-2 pitch on the way is a little chopper hit down to shortstop. Perdomo on the run, throws over to get him to Tawa, and that'll do it. Just barely hustling down the line was Alfonso. So nice hustle coming out of that batter's box, making it a lot closer just because of his hustle. And the score after 2 complete innings in Los Angeles, the Dodgers 1, the Diamondbacks 0. Each team has 1 hit apiece in this game. So let's see what Emmett Sheehan's going to do now. In his 3rd inning of work, he will be facing Tawa, Waldschmidt, and the top of the order, Marte, the man that he had to throw 14 pitches to in the 1st inning to eventually strike him out. Tawa has been a one-man gang against the Dodgers the last 2 games, wearing him out thoroughly at the plate. Let's see if Emmett Sheehan can get him out quickly, something the Dodger pitchers had not been able to do in the previous 2 games. So once again, Dodgers are the only team in baseball not to be swept all year long, and trying to avoid that today. They lost the first 2 games. Dodgers swept the Diamondbacks to start the year in Arizona, and now the Diamondbacks trying to return the favor and sweep the Dodgers in Los Angeles just before the All-Star break. After the All-Star break, Dodgers will get 4 games off. The All-Star game will be on Tuesday from Philadelphia, starting at 5 p.m. in Los Angeles, 8 p.m. in the East Coast. After the All-Star break, after the 4-game break the Dodgers get, they'll reconvene in New York, in the Bronx, to face the Yankees Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then they go over to Philadelphia for a 3-game series on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Take the day off on Thursday, and return back to New York to take on the Mets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so we're ready for the 3rd inning of work, and Emmett Sheehan's back up on the mound and ready to go at it. Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0 on the leadoff home run by Shohei. The pitch to Tawa is taken for called strike 1. Tawa this series, 6 for 9, 2 doubles, a home run, and 6 RBIs. He's been a one-man terror, terrorizing the Dodgers the last 2 games. Let's see if Sheehan can get him out now. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Now he's got him behind the 8 ball. 0-2 on the slider. Sheehan's already struck out 4 guys. If you're keeping track of that 7 strikeouts to get the jumbo jack, you're 3 away from that. And the pitch, taken outside, a slider for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs were in the 3rd inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Count remains 1-2 to Tawa. Tawa hitting .213, 2 home runs and 14 ribbies. He's made his career against the Dodgers the last 2 games. Actually made his season, pumping up his average. 6 for 9 against him. He came in hitting a week 150. Now he's at .213. Sheehan, meanwhile, has thrown 43 pitches. Trying to recover from that 14 pitches he gave up to Marte to finally strike him out. Here's a pitch, swung on and missed, and down goes Tawa. And the 5th strikeout for Sheehan on the afternoon. Okay, so we're now 1 out in the 3rd. He got over the big hurdle right there in Tawa, and up comes Waldschmidt to the plate. So Sheehan appears very much to be on his game this afternoon. 44 pitches he's served up already. We're only in the third, but he's only allowed one hit. Here's the pitch, taken for strike one, a fastball. Waldschmidt waiting up there, hitting .254 in the air, no home runs, and 8 ribbies. The 0-1 pitch. So they're going to go around, they're going to check, swing. It is indeed, it's 0-2. So 1 out in the third. Sheehan is 1 strike away from his 6th strikeout already. Let's see if he can do it. Waldschmidt, the 31st pick overall of the draft of 2024. They just had the Major League draft yesterday. That's why that's stats up there. The 0-2 pitch is taken outside, a curveball missing for 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Waldschmidt. We're in the third. Dodgers lead 1-0 on the leadoff home run by Shohei to dead center field, 420 feet away. And Waldschmidt was a man that had to go back there to watch it go. There's a swing and a miss, and down he goes. Strikeout number 6. 1 strikeout away from that jumbo jack promotion, that Jack in the Box. And we're only in the third inning. So now, the top of the order, Marte, the man that took Emmett Sheehan 14 pitches to finally strike out in the first inning. He's up there now with 2 outs in the third. Pitch is taken. They're going to check over the first. If it was a swing, a curveball, then they're going to say no swings. He did hold up. So Marte was visibly upset. He slammed his bat down and walked off to the dugout after striking out after 14 pitches. Let's see what he can do now. Redeem himself or a repeat performance. The pitch on the way. Swung on a line foul. He's back up there fouling it off again. That was a changeup. And the count is now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Sheehan looking down to Alfonso, who's behind the plate, giving Dalton Rushing the afternoon off. And the pitch swung on. There's a line shot down to Tucker and Ryan, and he'll make it for the catch. And that'll do it on his 50th pitch in 3 innings. The score after 2.5 innings in Los Angeles, Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0. Take a brief, quick 30-second timeout. Okay, so now for the Dodgers, leading off, Shohei Ohtani coming up, and followed by Pages and Freeman, and then Betts if anybody gets on. Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0. We're in the bottom of the third inning, and that coming on Shohei's leadoff home run. Shohei made the All-Star team. He will not go to it. Instead, he will get his knee drained shortly after this game, take 4 days off, and rejoin the Dodgers in New York, in the Bronx, for that 3-game series with the Yankees on Friday. Looking around other scores in the league, Tampa Bay, Seattle beat Tampa Bay 8-2. final, the Boston Red Sox beat the Mets 3-2. And the Cubs victorious over the Reds 8-4. Meanwhile, Shohei back up to the plate. The pitch is taken inside for ball one. Want to know the count to Shohei. Pitch is taken for ball two. Count is now 2-0 to Shohei. We're in the third inning. Shohei leading off the game with a home run, now leading off the third inning. There's a pitch swung on him. Ooh, it took a bite out of him. Shohei walking away, feeling the pain on that one. So as he takes a little walk around home plate, trying to walk it off. Let's see where it hit him. No doubt, at the tip of the right foot. And no doubt he'd feel the pain. Shohei's a big, strong man. He's going to shake it off right here. Let's see if he takes it out on Bharat for throwing him that pitch and takes him deep as he did in the first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Shohei. Bratton has thrown 39 pitches already in this game, and here comes his 40th right now. Swung on and a high drive, hit to deep right. It's going to hit the wall, bounce off the wall. Shohei's going to round second and cruise into round first, check that, and cruise into second with a double. So nicely played right off the wall by Carroll, getting the carom of that ball to hold Shohei to a double. Initially, that ball looked like it had some potential as he uppercutted on it, but then it just died in the heavy gray skies and it hit the warning track, and nicely played by Carroll. So we're in the third inning, leadoff double by Shohei, and up comes Pages. Pitch is taken for ball one. Pages flew out in his last at-bat, hitting .270, 17 home runs, 66 ribbies on the year. Waiting in, Bratt with a long look at Ohtani at second, pitches way inside to Pages for ball two on the fastball. Two balls, no strikes. Waiting on deck, Freddie Freeman. The pitch is taken inside and low for ball three. That was a fastball just missing. The 3-0 pitch, way high, ball four, and there's a third walk by Bratt already in this game. Meanwhile, Emmett Sheehan has yet to walk anybody. And now with 2 on, man at first and second, up comes Freddie Freeman. Dodgers can certainly use a shot here by Freddie Freeman, who struggled on Friday night's game. Now we got something happening here. We got a man at second in Ohtani. Away from first is Pages, and the pitch is taken way high and outside the slurve, missing badly for ball one. No outs. We're in the third inning, 2 on. Dodgers lead 1-0 on a leadoff home run by Shohei Ohtani to start this game. The 1-0 pitch taken way, they're going to call that a strike. Okay, so a slurve just hitting the black part of the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Charge rings throughout the crowd at Dodger Stadium. The 1-1 pitch, way high and inside. Sinker missing badly for a 2-1. Pratt's now thrown 47 pitches in this game. We're in the third inning. Pitch is outside, sinker missing, and now it's 3-1, and he's one ball away from walking the bases loaded. On deck waiting is Mookie Betts. No outs. We're in the third inning. There's a pitch. It's a high fly ball out there in center field. Walschmidt moving over to the warning track to make the catch. Shohei's going to tag and move over to third. Pages will tag and move over to second. So, with one out, Dodgers now have men in scoring position in second and third, and up comes Mookie Betts to the plate. Okay, so can Mookie get a scoring fly ball and move in a run? Let's see if he can. He's grounded out in his first at-bat, hitting .238, 11 home runs, 31 ribbies. A golden opportunity to get a couple of ribbies right now at the plate. And the umpire's going to have a little meeting about something going on. So let's see if it's a base running issue that they're looking at, maybe the way Pages tagged or Freddie Freeman running past. Let's see what's going on here. Hold everything with one out. Pages at second base, standing there looking around. Ohtani at third. And it doesn't look like anything came of it, as they've now returned to their normal positions, and it was a meeting over nothing. With one out, two on, here's Mookie Betts to the plate. Taken way outside a changeup for ball one. Looks like there's some movement in the dugout, in the bullpen for the D-backs right now. Dodgers 1, Diamondback 0. We're in the third. But a chance for the Dodgers to get a whole lot of runs right here. Here's a pitched curveball missing badly for ball two. Got it. Good call. D-Rock, definitely. Dodgers need a hit right here. At least a scoring fly ball. Let's get something. There's a high fly ball. It'll only be a pop-up. In comes Tawa right in front of the pitcher's mound to make the catch for out number two. So that was a big nothing. So with two outs now, up comes Edman. So there seems to be a bit of an issue with the bullpen phone working and not. That was what the manager at the umpires meeting was all about. So now the Dodgers aren't allowed to use their phone since the D-backs can't use their bullpen phone. Meanwhile, back to live action. Edman to the plate, takes ball one. There's two outs. We're in the third inning, two on. Runners at second and third. Pages at second, Ohtani at third. Pitch, swung on and missed at a high fastball. It was way out of the strike zone. And a high riding fastball is so tempting for hitters to lay off of it. Bratt's thrown 54 pitches, waiting for his 55th pitch right now. Here it is. There's a shot hit to, it's going to fall for a base hit and rounding first. Here comes a Pages, the throw, and he'll score. So Ohtani scores. The throw gets away from the catcher Moreno, and the Dodgers now lead 3-0 on a base hit blooper right in front of the left fielder Gurnall Jr. His throw was hard and got past Moreno. And let's see what they're going to tag on that as far as an error goes, or clean hit, or what are they? How are they going to count for? Let's see. So Gurnall gets the ball, throws it in. It's yeah. Moreno coulda, woulda, shoulda got that, but they're not going to ding him for it. Oh. So it looks like it hit the leg of Pages. And the ball ricocheted off. Pages scores. No harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance, and so let's see what they're going to do on this. So Pages, the ball just happened to hit him on the knee as he came in. He scored. It's going to hold up. Dodgers will get the run. It's 3-0 Dodgers. 2 outs in the third on a base hit by Edman. He took second base on the throw to the plate, and up comes Kyle Tucker. Tucker grounded out in his first plate appearance. He'd get an RBI right here. It's 3-0 Dodgers. We're in the third inning. Pitch is taken way outside, a sinker for ball 1. So you called for it, D-Rock, you got it. Base hit for the Dodgers and 2 runs in. Tucker, 1 for 8 in the series. We're in the third inning. Runner at second base, 2 outs. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. Tani scored 2 runs already. So he's making the most of it. His last game before the All-Star break. Scoring 2 runs, hit a home run, a double. He's all over his fingerprints all over this game. Meanwhile, the shot, foul ball by Tucker and into the stands. The count is now 1-1. Sheehan staying loose in the dugout, enjoying the 3-run lead. He has thrown a lot of pitches. See if he can keep his pitch count down going out there for the 4th inning. Not by any fault that he's done. There's a pitch that's hit down to the, oh, nice backhanded by Tawa at first. He'll carry it to the bag and that'll do it. So the score after 3 complete innings in Los Angeles, the Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0, and they're coming up right now with Perdomo, Carroll, and Moreno, and if anybody gets on, Grinnell Jr. So the Dodgers have looked good. They have looked good. They look like a team that is motivated, interested in not getting swept today. The Dodgers are the only team in baseball not to have been swept all year long, trying to keep that intact, losing the first 2 games, Friday and Saturday, and now leading 3-0. We're only in the top of the 4th inning. But the Dodgers look good, and Emmett Sheehan has pitched well. He's a little bit over on his pitch count that he would like to be on, mainly because he pitched 14 pitches to the first hitter, Marte, before he struck him out. Emmett Sheehan's already struck out 6 guys in this game, and we're not even, like I said, just starting the 4th inning. So Emmett has pitched well. That's 2 reasons why his pitch count is high. To his credit, he has not allowed a walk. 6 strikeouts, no walks. He's only given up 1 hit. Waiting in. Let's see what the D-backs will do. And there's a little promotional giveaway if you're interested. July 29th, Wednesday, 7:10 game versus the Mariners in Edwin Diaz bobblehead. The first 40,000 fans. So, well, Diaz hasn't been in too many games this year, being out. He just had a rehab in the AAA in Rancho Cucamonga. It'll be his bobblehead night on the 29th on a Wednesday night. Meanwhile, Sheehan to the windup. The pitch is taken for ball 1, a fastball. So 1 ball, no strikes. Perdomo up to the plate. So while Edwin Diaz hasn't been making too many appearances here at Dodger Stadium, his bobblehead will make an appearance on the 29th. So 2 balls, no strikes down to Perdomo. Meanwhile, Sheehan's thrown 53 pitches so far in this game. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and line foul into the right field stands. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. We're in the 4th inning. Pitch swung on and fouled away, and now the count is 2-2. Dodgers got the leadoff home run. In case you joined us a little late, Shohei Ohtani's 27th leadoff home run as a Dodger to jump out to a 1-0 lead. Then the Dodgers got 2 more runs in the bottom of the 3rd to have the 3-0 lead that they have now. 2-2 the count to Perdomo. Sheehan's already struck out 6 guys. Swung on and a high fly ball hit out to Tucker and right. He's there at the warning track to make the catch for out number 1. So with 1 out, the Diamondbacks will now send up the right fielder Corbin Carroll coming to the plate. Carroll 0 for 1 this afternoon. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. Dodgers trying to salvage the last game of this 3-game homestand. And the pitch is taken for strike 1. Curveball. Corbin Carroll, one of the 6 strikeouts that Emmett Sheehan got in this game. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Changeup, and it's 0-2. Emmett Sheehan 1 strikeout away from getting you that jumbo jack-in-the-box and the purchase of a large drink. Let's see if he can do it right now. He's got Carroll behind the 8 ball. 0-2 is the count. Pitch is way out of the strike zone. Fastball missing for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is taken for strike 3, and he did it. He got him on a curveball, so his 7th strikeout, and run to Jack in the box tomorrow and take advantage of that promotion. Get yourself a jumbo jack with the purchase of a large drink, and you just did it. So that'll be a way to maybe something, an idea for lunch. Anyway, Sheehan has thrown 60 pitches, 6-0, and we're in the 4th inning, 2 outs. Dodgers lead 3-0. The pitch taken inside for ball 1 on a curveball. Sheehan has pitched really well. He's only allowed 1 hit so far in this game. 1 out away from closing out this 4th inning for the Diamondbacks. Pitch is taken for called strike 1 on the slider. Gabriel Moreno, 1 for 1, has a 7-game hitting streak at the plate now. That ball caught past him, or hit actually Pages. He was setting up for a play at the plate. Here's a pitch swung on and fouled away. Pages just scored, and that made it 3-0. That's where we're at now. So the count is 1-2 to Moreno. 2 outs in the 4th inning. Sheehan has thrown 63 pitches. Pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. Count is 1-2 to Moreno. 2 outs in the 4th inning. Dodgers lead 3-0. Trying to salvage this 3rd game of this series and not be swept. Pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. A fastball. Count remains 1-2. Those dreaded foul balls have really been Sheehan's nemesis thus far. He's pitched more pitches on foul balls than anything. That is raising up his pitch total. He's at 65 now. If he plans on hanging around, this pitch is low and a changeup for ball 2. So the count is now 2-2. Sheehan has struck out 7 D-backs already in this game. Pitch number 67 on the way. Swung on a high fly ball. In comes Paez in a hurry. Makes the catch sliding on the grass. Nicely played by Paez in the outfield. And that'll do it for the D-backs in the 4th inning. The score after 3.5 in Los Angeles. The Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. Nicely played by Paez out there, running and sliding on the catch. So for the Dodgers now coming up in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Teoscar Hernandez, Muncy, and Alfonso, the catcher. So the Dodgers waiting to wait for the bottom of the 4th inning to begin. Once again, Dodgers this will be their last game until Friday, going on that well-deserved All-Star break, leading baseball with the most number of wins. And also the only team, as of right now, to not be swept in a series. They're trying to keep that intact with a win today. It'll be Hernandez, Muncy, and Alfonso. If anybody gets on, it'll be Ohtani then coming up. It'll be a new pitcher for the D-backs now. Clark is in there, right-hander. Right-hand pitcher Clark is coming in. We'll see what his deal is. Taylor Clark, 33-year-old, 6'3", 210-pounder out of West Virginia, Ashburn, West Virginia. So Teoscar ready to get in there behind in the batter's box, waiting for Clark. Still waiting. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. So Taylor Clark in 41 games has a record of 2-1, 2.68 ERA, 40 innings, 21 strikeouts, 8 walks. He's allowed 4 home runs. So the 0-1 pitch to Hernandez is swung on and missed. 95-mile-an-hour sinker, and it's an 0-2 count now. So the Diamondbacks going to the bullpen a little earlier than what they initially planned, but that's the case in baseball. A well-rested bullpen last couple of days. Teoscar Hernandez walked in his first plate appearance. Pitch is taken for called strike 3, and down he goes looking. So with 1 out, up comes Max Muncy. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0, Muncy to the plate. 1 out in the 4th inning. Pitch is swung on and fouled away for 0-1 count. Muncy walked in his first plate appearance this afternoon. Pitches in the dirt on the changeup for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0 in the 4th inning. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside, cutter for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Alfonso, the catcher. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled away for 2-2. Cutter. Two balls, 2 strikes to Muncy. Clark has thrown 7 pitches already in this inning. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back away. Count remains 2-2 on the cutter. If you're enjoying the broadcast, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. It's free. I'm here all season long bringing you Dodger baseball. There's a pitch fouled down the first baseline. Count is 2-2. So with a 2-2 count, Muncy waiting in, the pitch fouled away. Count remains 2-2 on the changeup. Home run leaders, Dodger Stadium all time. Eric Karros is the leader at 129, but right on his heels is Max Muncy with 129. So next home run that Muncy hits, he'll tie Karros for all time Dodger Stadium home runs, and the one after that he'll pass him. Pitch is swung on and missed, and down he goes, so he won't do it on that plate appearance as he strikes out, takes the long walk back to the dugout. Snapshot. When I remember Muncy, I'll always remember him hitting that home run to send everybody home in the World Series against the Red Sox in the 18th inning. A memorable moment. I happened to be fortunate enough to be at Dodger Stadium at the time to see it live. The pitch on the way is taken outside for ball 1, a sinker. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. Alfonso grounded out in his first plate appearance. A 1-0 pitch taken for called strike 1. 1-1 the count. Ohtani waiting on deck, 2 outs in the 4th inning. Let's see if he has a chance. This pitch is taken in the dirt. Changeup for ball 2. Two and 1 the count to Alfonso. Pitch way high and the sinker for ball 3. Ohtani waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike to Alfonso. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. That was ball 4 that he swung on and fouled away. So now the count is 3-2. Clark doesn't want any part of Ohtani, and he knows it. So he's got to take care of Alfonso right here to avoid facing Ohtani. Here's a pitch on the way. Swung on, and a high fly ball hit out to right field. Is Carroll, he's there in the corner. He's got it right in the corner of the grass and the warning track for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 4th inning. The score after 4 complete, Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. And coming up now for the Diamondbacks, it'll be Gurnall Jr., Vargas, followed by Arenado, and then Tawa. So Arenado and Tawa back-to-back in this inning. So it would behoove Sheehan to make quick work of all 3 of those guys keep Tawa on the bench. You don't want to have him any part. He's been wearing out the Dodgers the last 2 games. So just keep him there leading off the next inning so he doesn't have a chance to hurt you with men aboard. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. And Sheehan has pitched out of his mind so far. He's only allowed 1 hit. Give you the line on what exactly Sheehan's done. In case you're just joining us. Sheehan in 4 complete innings has only allowed 1 hit, 7 strikeouts, no walks, and he's done very, very well. His pitch count is a little high, mainly because of batters for the Diamondbacks have fouled off several pitches, hiking up his pitch count. He's thrown 67 pitches now going into the 5th inning. So he needs these 3 outs. He'll be the pitcher of record, and then he can go ahead and relax after that. With his pitch count at least. Not having to worry about all of this work for nothing. So Grunal Jr. is 0 for 1. He struck out in his previous plate appearance. We're about ready for the top of the 5th inning. Okay. So Grunal Jr. is up there. The pitch. Swung on, and a high fly ball waiting under is Freddie Freeman at the corner of the grass, and the infield for the catch, out number 1. That's exactly what Emmett Sheehan needed. First ball swinging, 1 out, 68 pitches you've thrown. He needs a couple of those. Keep his pitch count down so he can stay in the game longer. And with 1 out, up comes Vargas, the second baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. So that definitely is a step in the right direction for Sheehan to keep that pitch count down. Here's a pitch taken for called strike 1 on the fastball. We're in the 5th inning. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. In the 0-1 pitch on the way to Vargas. Inside, fastball missing for 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. We're in the 5th inning, 1 out. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. Here's a pitch outside, changeup for ball 2. Dodgers got a leadoff home run by Shohei to start this game, 420 feet away to dead center field. Then the Dodgers got 2 more runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Ohtani and Pages scored on a bloop single by Edman, and that's where we're at now. Pitch on the way is taken fastball for ball 3. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike to Vargas. Sheehan hasn't walked anybody, but he's on the verge right now unless he can buckle down and get this hitter out. 3-1's a count. 1 out, 5th inning. Sheehan's so close to being the pitcher record here. There's a shot lined out to center field. It's going to go up the alley. Pages is going to do a nice job of cutting it off. The throw to second, steaming in, sliding in, making it safely is Vargas, and he's got the double. But nicely played by Pages, although the throw was a little bit offline, and that helped him take that extra base, but it was nicely played nonetheless, saving it from going all the way to the wall. By the time Betts caught the ball and went back to the bag, sliding into second safely was Vargas. So now, with 1 on, 1 out, Sheehan's thrown 73 pitches. Arenado to the plate. Pitch is taken for curveball for ball 1. We're in the fifth. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0, but the Diamondbacks just got a double with a man in scoring position now, and Arenado to the plate. The 1-0 pitch, taken for called strike one. Slider. 1 ball, 1 strike to Arenado. Sheehan has now thrown 75 pitches. Remember, 100 pitch count is what the managers like to keep their pitchers around. Here's a pitch, high fly ball hit out to Pages. It's going to go to the wall, bounce off the wall, rounding third and scoring easily is Vargas. And now it's 3-1 and steaming into second base with a double is Arenado. And just as I said to start, before this inning started, facing Arenado and Tawaz back-to-back could be trouble, and it mounted in a run right there. And now up comes Tawaz worn out the Dodgers the last 2 games, and a chance right now to hurt them right now at the plate. So the tying run coming up. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 1, but Tawaz is the tying run coming to the plate now. Pitches, check swing, fastball for strike one. So Sheehan was doing so well, only giving up 1 hit, no runs going into this inning. And now he's given up a hit and a run in this inning. A couple of hits. He struck out Tawaz in his first plate appearance in this game. Pitch is taken for strike 2. Sheehan has already struck out 7 Diamondbacks. He's got Tawaz on an 0-2 count right now. We're in the 5th inning. 1 out. 1 on. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 1. This pitch is way high and out of the strike zone. In fact, Alfonso had to stand up to catch it. And the count is now 1-2. Mark Prior and the Dodger dugout pitching coach looking on, wondering if he should take a trip up to the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, there's a high fly ball hit out to Pages in center, back to the wall, to the warning track. Oh, he dropped it! Dropped it! You won't see that in, oh my, as now he probably looked like he looked down before he had it. And now we got runners at second and third. Pages dropping that right there at the base of the wall. Let's see what exactly happened. It looked like he took his eye off it. Maybe the sun got in his eyes. It hit the glove, and it dribbled off of the glove, bounced on the warning track. He quickly picked it up, but by the time he did, you have runners at third and second base now, and Waldschmidt to the plate. So just as I said, Arenado now at third, Tawaz at second, and Waldschmidt to the plate. 1 out, 5th inning. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 1. But Sheehan is in all kinds of trouble, and not any of it of his fault. Although he did give up a couple of clean hits. Sheehan has thrown 80 pitches in this game. Waldschmidt struck out in his last plate appearance, 0 for 1. And here's the pitch. High for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Waldschmidt waiting in. He's got a runner at second and runner at third. Chance to bring home 2 RBIs and tie this game up. He takes a ball. The pitch is taken outside for ball 3 now, and that's it. So Sheehan has thrown 83 pitches, And when one little thing happens, then another thing, and it's baseball's that dominoes that you see. One falls, another one falls, and they keep going. Very good observation there, D-Rock. Got to stop giving up these mid-inning meatballs here. And it's now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Waldschmidt. Waiting on deck is Martel, the man that made Sheehan throw 14 pitches to him in the first inning to start this game. That's partly why Sheehan's pitch count is so high. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Waldschmidt. So he's got to bear down right here and strike out Waldschmidt, make it a whole lot easier on him, facing Marte, waiting on deck. What you gonna do? 3-2 count. Can go either way. Pitch swung on. There's a high fly ball waiting there is Tucker in right field. He's going to catch it. He's going to throw it in. The tag. He's going to score easily. Sliding. Scoring fly ball is Arenado. And the score is now 3-2 in favor of the Dodgers. And both runners tag. Arenado tags and comes home. Tawa tags from second and goes to third. And now with a man at third and 2 outs in the 5th inning, up comes Marte. Marte waiting in. Sheehan's thrown 86 pitches, so if he can just get this pitch, this out, he can be the pitcher of record on the plus side for a win. There's a high fly ball out there to Pages again. He can redeem himself. He's got it for the out. So that error did cost the Dodgers a run because he came around, he tagged Arenado did to score. And that'll do it for the Diamondbacks in the 5th. And Sheehan leaves with a 3-2 lead after 4.5 innings. And let's see. Pages, knowing him, he's going to want to definitely redeem himself after that gaff at the outfield. And it'll be Ohtani leading off. Pages coming up second, followed by Freddie Freeman. And if anybody gets on, Mookie Betts. Let's see if Pages can make up for that run that he gave up there. Cleanly, his air goes behind it. But knowing him, he's going to come out and he'll do something positive before this game is over. I'm banking on it, calling it right now. Anyways, Dodgers leading 3-2. Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman coming to the plate. After the All-Star break, the 4-game day off the Dodgers have, they will reconvene in New York and the Bronx to take on the Yankees Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then they go to Philadelphia Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take Thursday off, return back to New York to take on the Mets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's what the Dodgers got going the next few days. And after, Clark will remain in there pitching. Pitched the 4th inning. Got out of it unscathed, not allowing a run. Now he's facing, that was to the bottom of the order. Anyways, promotion coming up if you're interested. July 28th at 7:10 against the Mariners. A 2025 World Series player ring, a replica to all fans in attendance. I think that's a 40,000 fan in attendance. So anyways, back to live action. Shohei 2 for 2, a solo home run, a double, and 2 runs in this game. Facing the Clark, the pitch is swung on and missed on a changeup, a 90-mile-an-hour changeup. That ball that Shohei hit went 437 feet. The double went 373 feet. Almost hit a second home run. Here's a little dribbler right in front of the pitcher's mound. Moving over is Moreno to throw to first in time to Tawa to get the hustling Ohtani running down the line. So There's a big swing and a very little hit out of the batter's box, but Ohtani got out moving, motoring down the line, but the ball just beat him there in time for 1 out. And up comes Pages to the plate now. So Shohei, with that knee that needs to be drained, it will be drained after this game, and then he'll rest the 4 days, not going to the All-Star game. And the Diamondbacks are going to have a pitching change right now. So Clark threw 20 pitches and he's done. And now they're going to go to the bullpen to bring in a pinch hitter to face Andy Pages. And with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back, right after this brief break.
We gather, excitement on fire, Dodgers on the field, hot soaring higher, never lost in the moment, roller at the game, broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same. For every home run, we rise and we cheer, Dodgers play on, bring summer near.
Back to live action. Andy Pages trying to redeem himself from that gaffe in the outfield. First pitch on the way from Thompson to Pages is taken. And let's see, they're going to have a challenge here. What was the initial call? It is a D-backs challenge, and it is indeed a strike, so the D-backs will win the challenge, and it'll now be an 0-1 count to Pages. Thompson, 34-year-old right-hand pitcher, pitching like Kent Tekulve of years ago with that little sidearm windup coming from third base side. His first pitch is, let's see what he's going to do here. Coming swing and a miss by Pages on the slider. Was way out of the strike zone. The count is now 0-2. Check out that wind up by Thompson. Pitch fouled back and out of play. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Pages. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out. Pitch swung on and fouled away. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. No, swung on and missed. And down goes Pages. So here's a strikeout. The first one by Thompson. 1 batter, 1 strikeout. And up comes Freddie Freeman. 2 outs now for the Dodgers in the 5th. Pitch swung on and missed by Freddie Freeman, a sinker. So Thompson comes in here throwing arms and legs and everything at the Dodgers. Struck out Pages, and now he's got ahead of the count on Freddie Freeman, 0-1. Pitch swung on and missed on a slider. It's 0-2 now to Freddie Freeman. So count is 0-2. Pitch on the way to Freeman is swung on and line shot into left fielder Grinnell Jr. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 5th inning. The score after 5 complete in Los Angeles: Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2. So for the Diamondbacks in the 6th inning, it'll be Perdomo, Carroll, and Moreno. And if anybody gets on, it'll be Grinnell Jr. Let's see what the Dodgers are going to trot out there. I haven't seen anyone moving around in the bullpen. It's showing Sheehan still. He's thrown 87 pitches. I don't know if they're going to have him go out there, face Perdomo with a short hook, or we'll see what they're going to do. And Sheehan is out there. So they're going with Sheehan again into the 6th inning, and maybe see how long they can get away with him if he keeps his pitch count down and gets out of the 6th before they go to the bullpen. Bullpen's been tired, needs its rest. They had a bullpen game on Friday, gave up 9 runs. Then last night they came back, and Yamamoto had a tough go of it, giving up 6 runs, and the bullpen gave up 3 more runs. Remember early on in the year when the bullpen had, 36 or 37 innings without allowing a run? Well, that's just baseball. Things always even out in the long haul. There's a tennis update by Ann there. Sinner winning from Italy. Won the male singles in Wimbledon. So congratulations to the Italians. Well, they didn't make it to the World Cup. They can now claim Wimbledon championship. So Sheehan is about ready to hop up on the mound and face Perdomo, followed by Carroll and Moreno. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2. Dodgers trying to prevent being swept in this series. It hasn't happened all year long. Trying to keep that intact. The only team in baseball that hasn't been swept. Here's the pitch. Taken outside on the slider for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Perdomo. Perdomo 0-2 in the afternoon. The pitch swung on and fouled way down to his knee goes Perdomo. And the Dodger bullpen is starting to move around, and Enriquez is out there throwing hard. And it throws frequently 100 miles an hour, 102, 103. So let's see if they get out of this inning without having to use him. Here's the windup, the pitch. Taken for called strike. He's going to challenge that. Sheehan has thrown 89 pitches, and Perdomo's challenging that strike. And the Diamondbacks, what? It's going to be very close. Zoom in, and it will be a ball. Oh, my. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice challenge by Perdomo, and wins it. Each team still has their 2 challenges intact. We're in the 6th inning. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2. The pitch is taken way outside a changeup for ball 3. To Perdomo. Three balls, 1 strike to Perdomo. The pitch is taken for strike 2, slider. Carroll waiting on deck. Right fielder. Moreno in the hole, the catcher. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Just outside, and that's the first walk Sheehan's given up all afternoon. So at the 92 pitch mark, it's finally starting to catch up with him and maybe tiring by now. And up comes Carroll. So with 1 on, no outs, the tying run is aboard, and up comes Carroll. swung on and fouled back and out of play. Mark Pryor on the phone to the bullpen. Meanwhile, Emmett Sheens break down 31 balls, 63 strikes for a total of 94 pitches this afternoon. The pitch swung on and missed. So the count is now 0-2. Sheehan has struck out 7. He got those 7 strikeouts early in this game. Pitch is way high. 1-2 now. Diamondbacks 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Dodgers 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. That error accounted for 1 of the Diamondbacks runs. And his pitches, Alfonso kind of loses track of where it goes, bounce out of his glove, does a 360 turn, and cruising on over to second base is Perdomo. So now, with dropping that ball at the plate, the catcher, Alfonso, puts the Dodgers in a position where the Diamondbacks have a runner in scoring position at second base. Carroll to the plate, no outs. The pitch swung on and fouled away. 86-mile-an-hour slider up, but back up into the stands, and the count is 2-2. Waiting on deck is Moreno, the catcher. There's a foul ball. Count remains 2-2 on a curveball. Moreno, the hot hitter, the catcher, has a 7-game hitting streak waiting on deck. So even if you get past Carroll, you still got Moreno to deal with a runner in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch fouled away, and Sheehan has now thrown 100 pitches on this game. So Sheehan threw 22 pitches in the first inning, 20 pitches in the 5th inning. Other than that, he's been on tack 16 in the 2nd, 13 in the 3rd. But those dreaded foul balls. There's a high fly ball hit out there to Tucker in deep right field to the warning track to make the catch for out number 1. Tagging from second and moving to third is Perdomo, and Moreno coming to the plate with a chance to bring him home and tie this game with a scoring fly ball. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2, and with that, Dave Roberts has seen enough and he's going to go to the bullpen. Enriquez waiting over there to come in. So he's going to be going to some heat right now. Henriquez, bring him in here and just try to blow away some smoke to Moreno. Try to smoke him out. And leaving is Sheehan. Sheehan leaves this game with a chance he can win it or have nothing to do with it. He can't lose this game. Since the man at third is his, if he scores, he can win or have nothing to do with it. Since the man at third is his, if he scores, that means Sheehan will have nothing to do with this game. And if Enriquez can get him out and get out of this inning with no runs, and the Dodgers going to win, a big if, Sheehan can win it. So right now we're in the middle of a pitching change. Granol Jr. on deck after Moreno. And if they somehow get past that, Vargas, second baseman. So waiting now for this pitching change to happen. Nobody said it would be easy for the Dodgers as they now bringing in Henriquez. In 36 games, his record is 4-0. He's got a 2.33 ERA, 38.2 innings, 37 strikeouts, 14 walks. He's only allowed 1 home run. So those 37 strikeouts are indicative of a man who throws fast, hard, and fast. Here we go. Moreno to the plate. Runner at third. The pitch is taken for called strike one, a 101-mile-an-hour sinker. So Gabriel Moreno, 1 for 2 in this afternoon. He got that single early and kept his 7-game hitting streak intact. Pitch is way high, 102-mile-an-hour sinker for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Moreno. Pitch is low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-2 Dodgers lead. Dodgers trying to hang on. First, they got a leadoff home run by Ohtani, 439 feet to dead center. Took a 1-0 lead, then a 3-0 lead, and now Arizona has chipped in 2 in the 5th, and now trying to score here in the 6th to tie it up. 3-1 the count to Moreno. One out in the 6th. The 3-1 pitch is taken low and outside for ball 4. And, well, he did exactly the thing he didn't want to do. Walked the first man he faced. And with runners on first and third, up comes Grinnell Jr., the left fielder. So, well, that walk, the only promising thing about that walk, it puts him in that double play position here. So, pitch on the way will be high and away for ball 1. Ideally, you don't like to bring in a reliever and have him give up walks, but in this case, you have second base open, setting up for the double play to get you out of this inning. There's a pitch swung on and missed, 89-mile-an-hour slider for a 1-1 count. We're in the 6th. Runner at first, runner at third. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2. Dodgers trying to hold on to this lead. The pitch swung on and a high, lazy fly ball. Is it going to be long enough, deep enough? Tucker, crashes into the netting, can't catch it, and it falls off. Probably maybe best that happened, because if he catches it, no way is he going to be able to throw him out at the plate. So take your chances and try and get him without having that be a scoring fly ball. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on that foul ball. We're in the 6th inning. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 2, 1 out. 2 on. Waiting on deck is Vargas, the second baseman. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, there's a line shot, nicely gloved by Muncy's going to go to the plate. Oh, Alfonso can't catch it. The run scores, gets by Alfonso, and this game is tied. So why couldn't Alfonso catch that ball? Let's see, it looked like it was a nicely thrown ball, but let me see that replay as to what happened here on that one. He got it, throws it, and short hopped, and now So he was, oh, the ball hit him in the back. Oh, got it. Okay. So the ball hit Perdomo in the back. That's why it couldn't be gloved by Alfonso. And that similar thing happened. Similar thing happened with Pages when he scored. The ball hit him in the knee as he was coming to the plate to score. And earlier in this game, that was back in the 3rd inning. And now it happens in the small of the back once he throws. So we're tied 3 apiece. Perdomo's home safely. And on that throw, now there's runners at, again, 1st and 3rd. Still 1 out, and we're tied. And Sheehan's, all that hard work, all of those 7 strikeouts go for naught. He will have nothing to do with this game. So, a mental error. Why didn't Muncy throw to second and shoot 2 and get him out of that inning? And he will no doubt be second-guessing himself as well as others second-guessing him. Instead, he went to try to cut down the run at the plate, and it blew up. As the count is now 2-1. There's a shot line. Fair ball, oh my, hits the base of the wall, the worst thing possible. Now they get the runner to run down the throw. They got him at first. So 4-3, Arizona now leads. Brunel runs over to 3rd on that. Let's see what's going on here. All kinds of things happening. It's all happening. That ball hit the bottom of the 330 sign there in right field. By the time Tucker picked it up, World turned through. He threw to Betts, who threw to Freeman, and they tagged Vargas at 1st. And now there's 2 outs, but the man's at 3rd. And the Diamondbacks now take the lead, 4-3. And Enriquez, it just hasn't been his day. He came in with a lead, he gave up the lead, and now he's going to leave here trailing. Pitch is a ground ball hit down to Freddie Freeman. He'll do it himself, walk over to the base, and tag it, and the Dodgers are out of that top of the 6th. But not until the Diamondbacks score 2 runs in the 6th and take the lead 4-3. Up for the Dodgers, it'll be Betts, Edman, and Tucker coming up in the bottom of the 6th. Heartbreaker indeed, just when the Dodgers thought they were about to cruise on in, leading 3-0 going into the 5th inning. They give up 2 runs in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th, and now they're trailing 4-3 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. So as we wait, it'll be Thompson once again coming up the sidearm throwing right-hander Thompson. And he'll face Betts, Edman, and Tucker, and if anybody gets on, Hernandez. So if the Dodgers do go on to lose this game, it'll be in a heartbreaking fashion, since they had this game in total command, cruising on into the 5th inning with a lead, 3-0. how they come out of the top of the sixth, trailing 4-3. Okay, so now back to live action. Mookie Betts, 0 for 2, grounded out, popped down, hitting .237. The pitch on the way from Thompson is taken for a slider for ball one. Now's the time the Dodgers need. We need some offense now. We need it now. Right. That's right, D-Rock. Here it's a ground ball right down to Perdomo. He's going to try to hurry to throw to first. I think he did get him. Yep, he did. Wow, that ball was giving Betts all kinds of chances to get there. And he just beat him. And there's one out in the sixth. Let's see. Was Mookie running as hard as he could have? Yeah, it was just nicely played. He barehanded it. Perdomo nicely barehanded that ball and threw on the run to Tawa to just beat Mookie Betts. So Mookie was hustling down the line. Upon further review, nicely played by Perdomo as he threw that ball and just threw himself into it, landing hard on the grass to sell himself out to make that out was Perdomo. Nicely played, a big league play by Perdomo to get Betts. And up comes Tommy Edman. Okay, so Gunkel now be coming in. We're involved in a pitching change here. That's what the holdup is. With one out in the sixth inning, Dodgers trailing the Diamondbacks 4-3, and there's a pitching change right now. It'll be Gunkel coming in for the Diamondbacks. Let's see if we get to know Gunkel right now. Gunkel, big tall guy, 6'4", 235 from San Diego, California, comes in, serves up the first pitch, swinging is Edman, and there's a ball that's going to land. Oh, all three convene. Carroll catches that ball, avoiding a near disaster as out was going Vargas, out was going Tawa, and the three almost all did a triple collision there in right field. But it was Carroll that caught it. Wow, Vargas, Carroll, Perdomo. All three of them out there to catch it, and Carroll was the man coming in, the other two going out, and it was Carroll's ball as he caught it for out number 2 in the sixth inning. And up comes Kyle Tucker. Okay. Now's a good chance for Tucker to do something here. Tie this game up, hit it in the pavilion. That's what he can do. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Tucker grounded out. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3. Here's a shot down. Oh, what a nicely played ball by Arenado at third, diving and catching it to get him out. Oh my. Not since Brooks Robinson on the hot corner have I seen athleticism like that at third base. The score after 6 complete innings, the Diamondbacks 4, The Dodgers 3. I'll be right back right after this short break.
In the beaches we gather, excitement on fire. Dodgers on the field, hearts soaring higher. Never lost in the moment, roller at the game. Broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same. For every home run, we rise and we cheer. Dodgers play on, bringing summer near. Listen to the game, hear the crack of the bat. Dodgers in the zone, can you believe that? Every pitch count, gonna make it last. Chase a victory, only pitching in the past. Gets in the stand, sing loud and proud.
Okay, so the Dodgers trying to avoid getting swept. They're now down to their last 9 outs. And they're the only team in baseball that has not been swept all year long. And now they're on the verge of being swept after losing Friday night 9-3. Last night 9-2, and now they're down 4-3 going into the 7th inning. Brock Stewart will now be out there pitching, facing Tawa, a man who has totally worn out the Dodgers except for today in the previous 2 games. There's the pitch on the way. It's taken for ball 1. We need offense. We need offense. What you gonna do? We're playing defense now. That's what we're gonna do. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike. It's 1-1. So Tawa 0 for 2, reached on an error, hitting .207. But he certainly raised his average the last 2 games against the Dodgers. There's a ground ball hit, nicely fielded by Muncy at third. The throw to get him at first base. Muncy's had a tough go at it this game. He had a ball that skipped over his glove earlier in the game, which made Sheehan throw more pitches than he should have. And then that mental error throwing home instead of going for the double play ball, that tied the score. And then the Diamondbacks took the lead after that, 4-3. So Max Muncy, Pages dropped the ball in deep center field that allowed a run in. Another mental error, physical error. So the Dodgers have had a tough go at it. They've committed 2 errors, 3 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Diamondbacks 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Pitch is taken outside. Sweeper, and now it's 1-1 count to Waldschmidt. 1 out, we're in the 7th inning. And the Dodgers have been their own worst enemy in this game by far. It's a sweeper taken for a foul ball, so it'll be 1-2 now. Waiting on deck is Marte, the man that started this whole game off. Struck out, but that's not the story. He took 14 pitches off of Emmett Sheehan to strike out and set the tone right there. Sheehan pitched 22 pitches in that first inning, struck out the side, but it was all those 14 pitches that he took to get Marte. Here's a pitch way inside for ball 3, and the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. The highlight of the game, Ohtani hit his 27th leadoff home run to start the game. Pitch is way outside by Brock Stewart, who's walked a man and with a single. And with 1 out, we got 1 on. And up comes Marte. Marte 0 for 3 with a fly out in the 5th inning. The pitch on the way, swung on and shot, foul down the first baseline. Waiting in is Marte. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled away again. 0-2. Waldschmidt going back to first base. He was on the move on that pitch. 0-2 the count to Marte. 1 out, 1 on. 7th inning. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and down he goes. Okay, so we got 2 outs now in the 7th. So that was a big out. And up comes Perdomo, the shortstop. Perdomo made a nice fielding play in the bottom of the 6th to get Mookie Betts out. Now waiting in from the left-hand side of the plate. The pitch way inside for ball 1. Mark Stewart waiting. Pitch throws over to first, and back to first goes Waldschmidt. And the 1-0 pitch on the way is low. The pitch from Alfonso. The steal is in there as Waldschmidt. As Waldschmidt was on the go on that one, steals that ball. And Alfonso had no chance of throwing him out. Threw the ball anyways to second. Nicely fielded by Betts, but diving well ahead of the throw was Waldschmidt with a stolen base. Two balls, no strikes to Perdomo. The pitch is taken for called strike 1 on the changeup. 2-1 to count now. We're in the 7th with 2 outs. Swung on and a high fly ball moving over is Tucker. There's Pages. He's got it in right center, and that'll do it. So the Diamondbacks are done in the 6th inning, the 7th. The score after 6.5, Dodgers trail the Diamondbacks 4-3. And coming up for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th will be Hernandez, Muncy, and Alfonso. Once again, this is the last game the Dodgers will play before the All-Star break. The All-Star game is on Tuesday. That's from Philadelphia, starting at 5 p.m. locally in Los Angeles. Actually, locally in the East Coast in Philly will be 8 p.m., 5 p.m. in the West Coast. Game is in Philadelphia. And then, after that All-Star game, Dodgers will then resume play on Friday against the Yankees in the Bronx in New York on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, 3-game home stand for the Yankees there. And then They'll go to Philadelphia, face the Phillies for 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then have Thursday off, return back to New York to take on the Mets on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's a quick look at what the Dodgers have going for the next few days after the All-Star break. As we move to the bottom of the 7th, Dodgers down to their last 9 outs, and Teoscar Hernandez will be facing Loaizaga. The right-hand, hard-throwing Loaizaga. Forget Timur Loaizaga. Pitch is taken way inside on a single. Loaizaga, 31-year-old, 5'11", 195-pounder out of Managua, Nicaragua. 1-0 the count to Hernandez. The pitch taken for called strike 1. Managua, that's the capital city of Nicaragua. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. Swung on and missed the curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside, a curveball for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hernandez. No outs. We're in the 7th inning, just the start of the 7th. Dodgers got to figure out a way how to bust through on this inning. Swung on and missed, and down goes Hernandez. So now the Dodgers are down to their last 8 outs as he swings and misses, strikes out. And Loaizaga will now face Max Muncy. Again, this hasn't been a typical Max Muncy game. Let's see if he can turn it around here with something positive. He's swinging and a miss and a changeup, a 91-mile-an-hour changeup for strike 1. That's right, let's go. Let's go, boys in blue. Let's go, Dodgers. We need offense now. Change up. Take it outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Muncy. This has not been a Max Muncy type of game at all. He made an error. Here's a pitch swung on and fouled away. Fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Muncy, hitting .260 on the year. The pitch swung on and a high fly ball hit out. Back goes Grunal Jr. to catch that in the warning track for out number 2. And Dalton Rushing now will come to the plate to pinch hit for Alfonso. So this season in 60 games, Rushing is hitting .254, 10 home runs and 30 ribbies. Let's see if he can get something going here. The Diamondbacks pitching coach going out now to the mound to have a few words with Loaizaga. There's 2 outs in the 7th. We're in the 7th inning, and the Dodgers limping in to the All-Star break, losing Friday night 9-3, last night 9-2, and trailing 4-3 here in the 7th. Dalton Rushing at the plate. The pitch is taken for strike one, changeup. Oh, and 1 the count to Rushing. Swung on and fouled away. So the Dodgers definitely are welcoming this All-Star break. Couldn't come at a better time. Some have to wonder, are they just mentally, their heads have checked out waiting for the All-Star break to get that time off. Here's a pitch high. Count is 1-2 to Dalton Rushing. Weisiger, the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Fastball. 1-2 the count remains. 2 outs in the 7th inning. 4-3 Diamondbacks lead. The pitch swung on and fouled away in the changeup. So Rushing making Weisiger work. Fouling off pitch after pitch. Weisiger's thrown 14 pitches in this game. The pitch outside, changeup, missing for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rushing. Ohtani waiting on deck. Give Ohtani a chance with a man on base. Pitch is high for ball 3. Okay, so the fastball misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way to Rushing. Taken low for ball 4, and Rushing is aboard with a walk. Okay, so Rushing will now be at first. Ohtani coming to the plate. Dodgers trail 4-3. Ohtani opened this game with a 439-foot home run to dead center field to start things off. And then he followed that up promptly with his next time up with a short hopping against the wall, a double. Let's see what he can do now. He's got a home run and a double. He scored 2 runs. 2 for 3 today. Tying run is at first. The pitch is high for ball 2. Weisiger working it. His 20th pitch on the way. Low. You call that a strike? That was really low. Let's see if they're going to go to the challenge on that. Did Ohtani? Yeah, he looked like he was hitting his head for a call, but he was just adjusting his helmet. Should have gone for the challenge. Meanwhile, the count is now 2-1 instead of 3-0. Pitch is taken for called strike 2. Now he's behind 8 ball here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 7th inning. 1 on, Dodgers trailing 4-3, and oh my, what woulda, coulda, shoulda been. Let's see what they're going to do here. 2-2 the count to Ohtani. The pitch swung on and fouled away. The changeup. The Weisiger has now thrown 22 pitches in this inning. Ohtani, after waiting in a while, checks out, takes a walk, just his brace. 2-2 the count. Dodgers trail 4-3 to the Diamondbacks after leading 3-0 for half of this game. The pitch swung on and missed, and down he goes on the strikeout. So just like that, looked so promising, it ends with a whimper. The score after 7 complete innings in Los Angeles, the Diamondbacks 4, the Dodgers 3. I'll be right back after this short timeout.
In the beaches we gather, excitement on fire. Dodgers on the field, hearts soaring higher. Never lost in the moment, roamer at the game. Broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same. For every home run, we rise and we cheer. Dodgers play on, bringing summer near. Listen to the game, hear the clanking of the bat. Dodgers in the zone, can you believe that? Every pitch count, gonna make it last. Chase a victory, pulling pitching in the past. Gets in the stand, sing loud and
Okay, so we're just about getting ready here for the 8th inning. Diamondbacks lead 4-3. Dodgers were cruising into the 5th inning, leading 3-0. Then things went sideways with the Diamondbacks getting 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th to take the lead, 4-3. And we got a new pitcher up here now for the Dodgers. It'll be Tanner Scott coming in. Tanner Scott in 40 games this year, 1-3 record, 2.63 ERA, 37 innings, 49 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's allowed 4 home runs. So, as D-Rock said, we need offense. 4-3. Dodgers trail. Here's a pitch it's taken. We're going to check over to third. They're going to say it's a slider, no swing for ball 1. To Moreno. Check that. Carroll to the plate. Pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Moreno waiting on deck. Carroll to the plate. Here's a little chopper fielded nicely by Tanner Scott. Throws over to first for the out. A 1-3 put out. So with 1 out, up comes Moreno. So nicely played by Tanner Scott coming off of the mound to field that and throw it over in time to beat the hustling Carroll running down first base. Moreno now to the plate. The pitch swung on and missed. He falls down, slides down to his knee. It's the second time he's done that this game. Not sure if his cleats are giving way or what's going on with him. Yeah, usually you don't see it almost came out of his shoes. Okay, so the count is now 0-1 on that big swing and a miss. Pitch is high and away, fastball, 98-mile-an-hour fastball for ball 1. Gabriel Moreno, 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run. Hitting .302, he kept his hitting streak alive with a hit in the first inning. A 7-game hit streak. Pitch is fouled back into the stands, and the count is now 1-2. One and two, the count to Moreno. The pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play. A fastball. Count remains 1-2. 1 out, 8th inning, nobody on. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3. Pitch is high for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Moreno. Pitch is swung on and missed, and down he goes. So nicely pitched ball by Tanner Scott, getting Moreno to go fishing, and got him for out number 2 in the 8th inning. And now comes Gurriel Jr. to the plate, 0 for 3. Pitch, first ball swinging. It's a ground ball hit nicely fielded by Edman behind second base, gloving it on the line shot for the out, and that'll do it. And that will do it for the Diamondbacks in the 8th. The score after 7.5 innings, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3. Coming up for the Dodgers in the 8th inning, it'll be Pages, Freeman, and Betts. Let's see if Pages can get that run back that he gave up by dropping that ball in center field. I have faith in him. I called it earlier. I'm still sticking to it. Pages will come through right now at the plate. He will make something positive happen. Either getting on base and then coming around and scoring a tying run, or hitting a home run. Let's see what Pages can do right now. Freddie Freeman will then be on deck, followed by Mookie Betts, and if anybody gets on, Tommy Edman. So this is probably the Dodgers' best chance to tie the score up here in the bottom of the 8th inning with Pages, Freeman, Betts, and Edman. Before they go into bottom of the order in the 9th. Once again, Dodgers trying to be the only team in baseball, or they are currently the only team in baseball that has not been swept in a series. But if they lose today, they will be just like the others who have all been swept at least once. I'd like to get out of here at this into the All-Star break, having bragging rights at the All-Star break with that fun fact intact. Dodgers trailing 4-3. Still, they got 6 outs to burn in this game before it's a loss. And Pages is up at the plate. Okay, so Pages now standing up at the plate. The pitch is taken high. A check swing, 98 mile an hour fastball, no swing for ball 1. Murillo now the new pitcher for the Diamondbacks. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. Juan Murillo waiting in. Pitch is in the dirt, bounces up there, 86 mile an hour slider. So Murillo, 27-year-old, 6'1", 150-pounder out of Venezuela. Venezuelan pitching to a Cuban. The pitch on the way is taken low, fastball for ball 3. The pride of Havana, Cuba, and Andy Pages standing up there. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Made a big error in the outfield. Swung on and missed. Count is now 3-2. That was ball 4 that he swung and missed on. Okay, Pages, let's get it together right now. Get on base. Let's become the tying run. Come around and score. Tie this game up. Get back that run you gave them earlier in the game. Three and 2 the count to Pages. The pitch is way outside for ball 4, and Pages is aboard with a walk. Okay, so now's his chance. Avoid the double play. I know he's a threat to steal. Let's see what he does. We got Freddie Freeman to the plate. 0 for 3. Freeman's been due. Had a rough night on Friday night. Freeman hasn't done anything at the plate today. The pitch on the way to Freeman. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Tawa. Throw, tags first, throws over to second for the double play. Can you believe that? So quickly, just like that, one pitch, double play, and the Dodgers now are down to their last 4 outs in this game. That was tailor-made. Tawa just gloved it. Tag to one step back, tagged first base, threw over to second, and Perdomo tagged Pages at second for the second out. So that brings up Mookie Betts now with 2 outs in the 8th. And the pitch is taken low for ball 1, fastball. Mookie Betts grounded out, 2 ground outs. The pitch. Taking a sinker, 100-mile-an-hour sinker for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the 8th. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3, nobody on. The pitch is outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is taken for called strike 2 on the slider. So the count is now 2-2 to Betts. Dodgers down to their last 3 outs and 1 strike, and he's a ground ball hit sharply down to Tawa. He's going to underhand to a hustling Morel, who covers first for the out, and down go the Dodgers in the 8th. The score after 8 complete innings in Los Angeles: Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3. 9th inning to follow, and in that 9th inning there'll be Vargas, Arenado, and Tawa. So you got 2 of the 3 guys coming up in this inning that have completely worn out the Dodgers the last 2 games. Arenado scored a run, got a hit in this game. Tawa hasn't done anything in this game. He did score a run, check that, he scored. No, he did not, he struck out. So Tawa hasn't done anything, but Arenado's picked up the slack. Dodgers trailing 4-3. We're now in the 9th inning, and Vargas is leading off, facing Phillips. If you joined us a little late, you missed an opening home run by Shohei Ohtani to dead center field. His 27th leadoff home run, 22nd home run of the year, 439 feet. Dodgers got off to a 1-0 lead, and then they scored 2 more runs on a bloop single by Edman, scoring Ohtani and Pages. Dodgers then led 3-0 going into the 5th inning, and it started to fall apart. Emmett Sheehan gave up 2 runs in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th, and that's where we're at now, 4-3. Actually, that's 2 runs in the 6th was given up by Henriquez. So Sheehan, for all his hard work, has nothing to do with this game. The loser stands to be Henriquez if it ends the way it is now. Don't forget, July 13th, July 14th, Tuesday, is the All-Star game at 5 p.m. in Pacific Coast time zone. In local time in Philadelphia, it's 8 p.m. So Evan Phillips now comes up with 2 games, has no record, an ERA of 4.5, and now he's facing Vargas, and the pitch is taken low for ball 1. Nolan Arenado waiting on deck. The Dodgers are just 3 outs away from losing this series, being swept in the series. They've already lost the series, trying to avoid a sweep. Pitch is taken for called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vargas 2 for 3 with a double, a single, an RBI, and a run. He's been an integral part of this game. Pitch is taken for called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Phillips pitch on the way as a ground ball hits sharply down, nicely backhanded by Edman, throws over to Freeman in time for out number 1. So 1 out for the Diamondbacks in the 9th inning. And up comes Nolan Arenado. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. We're in the 9th inning. Nolan Arenado made a beautiful diving catch to get the end of the 7th inning on Tucker. And now the Diamondbacks are going to challenge. They're going to win that challenge, and it'll be 1-0 instead of 0-1. Nolan Arenado had a home run last night. He's riding high. Here's the pitch swung on and fouled back for 1 ball and 1 strike count. We're in the 9th. Dodgers trailing the Diamondbacks 4-3. The pitch way inside, a sweeper missing for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. 2-2 the count to Arenado. He's got an RBI double in the 5th and a run. Swung on and a high fly ball. Back goes Pages, away back to the warning track to make the catch for out number 2. Nicely played by Pages. And now there's 2 outs in the 9th, and up comes Tim Tawa. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 3. We're in the 9th. 2 outs for the Diamondbacks. Dodgers are down to their last 3 outs. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Sinker. And 1 the count to Tawa. 2 outs in the 9th. The pitch from Phillips. It's taken. They're going to check the swing at first to third. It's a swing for strike number 2. So 2 strikes now. Tim Tawa 0 for 3. So the Dodgers have kept him in check today. Not the first two games they didn't. The pitch is taken outside. A sweeper missing for 1 and 2. So while the Dodgers have done a good job in keeping Tawa in check, up to this point, everything else hasn't been the same. There's a pitch taken high for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is a high fly ball to hit the center field, back away, out and gone. Can you believe that? I just got through saying the Dodgers have done so well in keeping him in check, and now it makes it that much tougher for the Dodgers to come back in the 9th inning as Tawa circles the bases. Dodgers have made Tawa look like Mickey Mantle in this series. 414-foot home run. He has just been a one-man gang coming into this game 6 for 9. He was drawing the caller 0 for 3 and then boom, hit that one into the left field pavilion. And now the score's 5 to 3 in favor of the Diamondbacks. And up comes Waldschmidt, the center fielder. So Tawa came in here looking like an unproved player, and he's going to leave looking like a Hall of Famer in this, if you were to go just by this series alone. The pitch on the way is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was a cutter. Dodgers trailing 5 to 3 now. Diamondbacks on the verge of returning the favor to the Dodgers. What the Dodgers did to start the season, sweeping the Diamondbacks in Arizona. And now the Diamondbacks are just about ready to return the favor, 3 outs away from doing that and sweeping them in LA. 2-1 the count to Waldschmidt. 5-3 Arizona leads. There's a called strike 2. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Waldschmidt 0 for 1, sacrifice fly, a walk and a stolen base. 2-2 the count. The pitch swung on. There's a high fly ball to Tucker. He's there. He's got it for the 3rd out, and that'll do it for the Diamondbacks in the 9th inning, but not before they score yet another run. Take a 5-3 lead, make the mountain that much harder to summit going into the 9th inning. And in that 9th inning, the Dodgers will send up Edman, Tucker, and Hernandez. And if anybody gets on, Max Muncy. So that even sets the stage even more. Muncy's had a tough game defensively, making a mental error, allowing a run to score. So we saw Pages, he walked in his last at-bat with a woulda, coulda chance to be the tying run, but then it was doubled up by Freddie Freeman on the very next hitter. So the double play ended that. Let's see if Muncy can make amends for his mental error. Tommy Edman, Kyle Tucker, and Oscar Hernandez coming up in the bottom of the 9th inning. Diamondbacks will be sending out Sewald, the right-hand pitcher, to close this game out. So Sewald, Paul Sewald comes in. Veteran, 36-year-old, 6'3", 219-pounder out of Las Vegas, Nevada. 36 games, 2-4 record, 4.36 ERA, 33 innings pitched, 37 strikeouts, 8 base on balls with 7 home runs. So he's definitely Let's see what he's going to do. He's their closer right here. Now Tommy Edmonds swinging in from the left-hand side of the plate, facing the right-hander Seawald. The pitch is taken outside for ball one. Tommy Edmonds, 1 for 3, 2-run single. He had that 2-run single that scored Ohtani and Paez in the third inning. Dodgers at that point were cruising 3-0 at that point in the game. But that seems like a long, long time ago. The 1-1 pitch is way inside for ball two. Pitch is ground ball, hits sharply down to Vargas at second. He gloves it, throws over to Tawa at first, and now Dodgers are down to their last 2 outs in this game. 2 outs away from being swept, and up comes Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker 0 for 3, hitting .245 on the year. This is his first year with the Dodgers, so he'll go into the All-Star break with that average. Pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Tucker. Waiting on deck is Hernandez. Dodgers sure could use some magic here. Here's a pitch taken for called strike 2, a sweeper. And now it's no balls, 2 strikes to Tucker. Swung on and fouled away. Count remains 0-2. 2 outs and check that. 2 strikes, no balls. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on in the ninth. Dodgers now trail 5-3 after leading 3-0. Swung on. There's a shot hit hard, but waiting for it in center field is Waldschmidt for the catch for out number 2, and the Dodgers are now down to their last out. And in that last out, Teoscar Hernandez comes up. He could certainly use an all-star break right here. Started out well, and then it went a little downhill when he got injured, and he's been battling ever since. He did hit that big grand slam about a week ago to win a game for the Dodgers, but other than that, it's been a tough go at it. Here's a pitch taken for called strike 1. We're in the 9th inning, 2 outs, 0-1 the count to Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in the afternoon. The pitch is taken high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs in the 9th. Swung on in a high fly ball foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Arizona. It looked like they were dead, just going through the motions, happy with their 2 wins over the Dodger on Friday and Saturday. And then in that 5th inning, they got 2 runs. In the 6th, they got 2 runs. And then they got another insurance run in the 9th inning to lead 5-3. Here's a swing and a miss. And that'll do it. So the Dodgers are done as Teoscar Hernandez strikes out swinging at the plate, and the Diamondbacks win it. The winning pitcher will be Thompson. He will go to 4-2. Losing pitcher will be Henriquez. He's 4-1, his first loss of the season. And the save will go to Seawald. The final score, looking at the line, Arizona wins at 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Dodgers, 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. And the Dodgers can no longer brag that they're the only team in baseball to not be swept in a series. As they go into the All-Star game, losing this game. And the score, once again, from Unico Field in Dodger Stadium, the Diamondbacks, Arizona Diamondbacks 5, Los Angeles Dodgers 3. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a safe, tremendous afternoon wherever you may be. Hope to see you back when the Dodgers play in Yankee Stadium on Friday night.